Okay, so just a warning. It's really late and I'm exhausted. It's been a pretty long day. Um, if you saw any of the blog last night, I said that today was going to be a pretty formal day, as it was the official opening of the NICU. Um, so we got there set up for the NICU opening. And it was about 10:45. It was pretty empty still, um, and I swear within a minute and a half, I think I counted a minute and a half, the whole place was packed with just media people from various parts of the country and various parts of the city, just various media outlets, and it was packed, literally packed within a minute. I was just I was just more impressed that they all kind of snuck in there without anybody even noticing. um, And so Dr. Singh was immediately under fire. They all kind of swarmed him and started bombarding him with questions, and he handled it like a pro. And so then after that, he diverted some of the attention towards myself and the two doctors that I was with, Dr. Heather Heather Toes, I think, and Dr. Paul Ha from Dalhousie. Anyway, so we went through our section of the media, and we went through the official opening of the NICU, and that was a pretty monumental thing for Guyana Help the Kids as an organization, and it was pretty monumental for Guyana as a country. So pretty good start to the day there. From then on, we went around the ward, that being myself, the First Lady, the Minister of Health, the Minister of Youth, Sport, Culture, the hospital CEO, Madan Rambaran, the doctor I mentioned yesterday. I just named a few names myself. I know Dr. Singh. We all went around the hospital just to find the best area that we're going to put the new peds ward in, and we finally found one that worked, and that was a big step. That step took about an hour and a half of walking around in the most uncomfortable dress pair of shoes I've ever put on. I'd rather wear some cleats, if you ask me. um, so we finished figuring out where we're going to put it, and that's a pretty important step. I feel like in any sort of big project, the most important step is, and the hardest step is always the first one. So I'm glad we got that done today, because from there, where we go is we just kind of find out where all the specifics are, find out how many specific beds we need, how many specific um, monitors we're going to need, different tubings, all that particular details that all the doctors kind of sort out, and that'll all be done by Dr. Singh within this next upcoming week. But we got a pretty good chunk of it done today, and I'm pretty happy about that. Um, the funny part of that was, I guess my attire was amusing to some people. I got dressed up in my nice little shirt, my nice little button up, and a nice tie, just to look official because it was the official day. And I also had to wear my jersey. So, like I said, they kind of rushed in really quickly, and I really didn't have time to go, change out of my tie. And plus, I spent a lot of time putting that tie on, so I really didn't feel like taking it off. So I just kind of threw my jersey over top. And so apparently, one of the doctors said that I looked like my mom had just let me dress myself for the first day ever. So I just put on all my favorite outfits, my favorite jersey, my favorite tie, my favorite. I just combine them all onto one body. So I thought it looked fine. I guess it looked fine in the dark to him. So after that, we got a chance to go down to the peds ward, the current peds ward, and that's where we got a lot of really good stuff done today. Um, got a chance to hand out some of the hats that the TICAD organization provided. Thank you, graciously provided. It's a big thanks to them. They brought a lot of smiles to a lot of little faces today. And that's not even just to say that to make it sound good, because they really did. Um, Honestly, I don't even think a lot of the kids knew who I was, even after I explained. Even after I explained, I don't think they had any idea. But I don't really think that mattered. Uh, just, just taking a look at the kids, they weren't concerned about that at all. They're just more concerned about the fact that someone who was deemed to be, important at that time took time to sit down and kind of talk and just kind of hang out with them and give them a hat, give them any sort of present that they could get, and it seemed to bring a smile to their face. Um, just made their day a little bit better. I mean, it wasn't a Patch Adams situation. No one was walking around being, healed from laughter. A, because that's a movie, and B, because I'm not that funny. Um, but I mean, it definitely made their day a little better, and that's the whole point of the whole thing, anyways, right? Hopefully, the new Peas Ward will make their days better consistently, and maybe they won't have to spend as many days in there, and that'll make the whole stay better. So that was a pretty moving time. You got a lot to see a lot of the kids in there that were ill, and anytime you see sick kids, it kind of tugs at your heartstring. And if it doesn't, you're probably cold-hearted and probably aren't watching this vlog. But after that, we got a chance to do something personal for me. I got a chance to go to my old house, which was, I think I described the walk from the plane on the runway as being very dreamlike, and this was kind of the same thing. I'd kind of imagine what it'd be like to go back, and it was that dreamlike experience again. We didn't get a chance to go inside the house. We just got to walk around the inside of the property, which I think was big anyways, because we basically just kind of went to the front door and said, "Hey, we used to live here. Can we walk around your house?" To complete strangers who had no idea who we were. So it was, thanks to them for letting us walk around, take pictures of where we used to live. It was pretty moving, and it's pretty important. It was just, again, very, very dreamlike. The fact that I was in my old place, I could see my old room, see where I fell down, cut myself a bunch of times. But unfortunately, that was short-lived because we had to go to the ceremony that we were invited to. Called, you can see it, called Welcome to, the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, National Sports Commission 2011 Sports Award Presentation Ceremony, which is the longest name for any sort of event I've ever been to. 3 lines. But no, I'm glad that they picked me to come to the event. They asked me to present a couple of awards, and I was happy to do it. So big thanks to them. Interesting about that is that the people presenting all the awards were, pretty well established and well distinguished, former athletes, they're middle age and whatnot, and then there was me, 25, looking like I'm 15, as I do, and but I mean, I was still happy to do it, and I was still really pleased that the day went as well as it did, because that was pretty much my day in a nutshell. We didn't get out of that until about 11 o'clock tonight. That's a late night, and I finally got a chance to eat. Anyway, so that was my day in a nutshell. I didn't get a chance to go to my old school again that I wanted to, but that's kind of how things went. The day just kind of kept going. But it was like I said, it's been a pretty productive 48 hours. I feel like I've been here for a week now, but I'm having a good time. And we're getting a lot done. Tomorrow's a slower day. It's Saturday. No one's really working, so it's a slower day. I say that now, but you never know. Things change. So tomorrow, hopefully, we get to see some of my old family, some of my dad's old friends and whatnot, and that'll be pretty big too. So I guess that's it for tonight. I'm gonna go get some sleep, and so till the next vlog. See ya.